Well, I think as a family we've been through some difficult times, and I think knowing that Lois has got some structure through those traumas has been very important to us, because I think it's interesting that when a child is going through some big stuff and they've got something to hold them in a good place, it really stops them from straying, and it keeps them in a kind of balanced kind of condition, really. And I think she's retained good sort of mental health through some quite big things, really. I just feel that she's sort of very relaxed in the club environment now. I mean, this was probably, she'd started with 2 clubs, and this was for Lois, this was her kind of favourite from a young age. So I feel that that was her first experience of that kind of environment, and that's kind of fed into school and everything else, really. She just likes the kind of any kind of like independent environment now, really. Well, I think it's an investment, and I think, you know, you always look at things in terms of what you will get out of something for your child. In some cases it might just be a small thing that you do as a one-off, but if you're looking for something longer term that's going to help that child to move forward, I would definitely recommend the Warrior Academy. I think Lois has been given a good understanding of, I mean, there's the right and wrong of being in the club environment, you know, teaching a child that they need to behave in a certain way and they need to follow certain rules. There's the safety aspects of being in a sports environment or a martial arts environment in this case. So when she goes to any club now, she knows how to conduct herself, and I think that will feed into school, and that will feed into the workplace eventually, but she'll just know how to behave. Well, she started off with ballet, you know, and obviously it's very difficult with certain clubs because they can't bring a kid on very quickly at the start. But with the Warrior Academy, she didn't really have that barrier. It was quite kind of just focused on the development solely, and it wasn't so kind of restricted. So they allow the kids to sort of take on what they can at their own pace, and they get rewarded, you know, for putting in the effort, which I think you know, the balance between the rewards and the kind of opportunity to push the boundaries made it quite distinctive, really. Well, I think the Warrior Academy is kind of was beyond our imagination, really, and then that seems like a bit of a big thing to say, but you don't really anticipate a child being so kind of enthusiastic from such a young age, and Lois has been. And for us as a family, as well as her as an individual, that's quite a big thing.